Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
crash again.
You're gonna be
This lobby is
fine.
literally gonna crash again.
Are you sure it's gonna crash again?
Yeah, because on the website that I'm on for it, right? It
Chase, we're
says,
live.
"Start the
Chase,
game
we're
with the-"
live. Chase, we are live.
Okay.
It is that simple. But, of course, we'll be back in a second. Whilst we go ahead and sort this out.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ALG League Week 4. Apologies for the sincere delay, but this game does not like us. It really does not like us. But fortunately, we showed it the way, and now we are back. Chase, how you feeling? You look very spiritual in that zone.
I'm just trying to meditate and find my chi, tame my inner chakras, and get calm after the frustration that we just had to deal with for the last.
I won't lie, it was
maybe
fucking
half
awful,
hour
yeah.
It seems like an hour. We've had an hour for frustration,
Mm,
but now
yeah,
we are gonna look to. Now we're gonna look to bring you guys something that isn't frustrating, and that's gameplay coming to you guys live at St. Petrograd Hardpoint.
live
Connie,
at
who
St.
do you think's gonna
Petro.
win it? Clarity. This is Clarity versus.
Probably Clarity. I was chatting to that money guy in the lobby. He seems a bit confident, so I'm gonna have to bust it on that one. You just know how it is. Of course, though.
Well, they did come off of a very, very insane 3-0 against me and you last week.
I won't lie.
So,
I won't lie. I might have done better across one map than you have too, but it doesn't really matter now because the gameplay itself is going to kick off, and it's going to be now Dawn of Chaos doing much better than us against Clarities. They, of course, are going to go straight for the initial and wrap round, but number 8 there, Remarks, is going to try and play it a little bit more tactically and try and get some positioning there for his team. Fortunately, Spawn's still on in favour of Dawn of Chaos, and Clarity themselves are going to be spawning out and just about contesting the latter portion of this contest hill time. Chase.
yeah, we are going to see both of these teams running pretty much the same sort of loadouts. We got 3 submachine guns to 2 ARs. The only difference maker I see here in terms of utility and whatnot is going to be the 2 trophies on the side of Clarity up against Dawn, who are only carrying 1. That's Thor, who has to carry so much might when it comes to controlling these different hills here, as we have ourselves a very insane and a very I'm going to say entertaining Petrograd right before us, with Clarity coming out hot, 32 points and 0 points for their opponents.
Well, as far as things are going right now, of course, trying to get the video capture card to actually work. We are again seeing what I would like to call a very, very reactive. Sorry about that. A very reactive first half from both sides of these teams. We are, of course, seeing Clarity take the lead here with a nice, well, dare I say it, a near enough a great initial 20 there. Invictus and Frosty are finding 2 kills, but so far Dawn of Chaos are spawning out. But then again, they aren't really spawning out too far where they can't contest this last bit of time, Chase.
Yeah, but Frosty on his 3 kill streak right now, looking like a menace with that MP5 in hand to start this one off. Just finally gets taken out there. A ton of time in the hands of Clarity, and this is a cakewalk if I've seen one so far, as it's already at 63 to 0. Actually, no. Why do I see 0 on my screen, and then on your screen you're seeing points for their opponent side? That's interesting, but. Dawn of Chaos definitely going to look to step things up right now, as they're going to be looking to get ready for that second hill. Unfortunately, Clarity beats them to it, and are going to continue to rack up more points and extend their lead. Dawn of Chaos playing more chaotic and having more chaos thrown at them by Clarity than what they can really bring to Clarity's face. Chaos not really looking controlled, not really looking comfortable. It's all Clarity. The Clarity show is in full effect.
The Clarity show is indeed in full effect, but unfortunately Modern Warfare Season 6 is not in full effect. We actually are seeing the scoreboard change a little bit here, so I'm making sure my capture card is registering this correctly. So far, Clarity over 40-point lead. They're going into P4. We're going to have seeing them take, of course, a very, very decisive P4 initial. But Dawn of Chaos are going to break it all the way from River, which, of course, can be seen as very effective, but then again, no players really are wrapping around through middle to try and pinch. They're sort of just stacking one lane, hoping for the best, and they really are playing it a little bit as if they are, well, late for a meeting, Chase.
Yeah, it's this game, I feel like ever since the update just the other day that we've been having quite a bit of issues with the game in terms of, little tiny troubles, I want to call them. Like with Codcaster right now, the bug that's happening where the score is going from 0 to 54, like it's a little interesting, but the players, they're definitely playing through it all. And I know quite a few of you out there that have been playing in the pubs have definitely had to play through that gun, that horror of a gun you were talking about with me earlier.
The VLS,
As that,
yeah.
what was it?
The
exactly,
VLS,
that
that
gun's
one.
ripping through people here. And you know who's ripping through people? That's Clarity right now, who are ripping through this Dawn of Chaos side like a knife through a extremely rare steak.
What am I putting it? Alright, fair enough. Of course, now we're seeing Clarity again, just about get edged out here a little bit. Dawn of Chaos have actually overtaken them here with a nice P4 hold, but again, you're going to be seeing players like Frosty and Invictus right now showing what they do best, and that is just holding down and locking down certain portions of this hill. We are going to be seeing Dawn of Chaos run straight through the front door. Hello and goodbye as Frosty there finds one little two-piece there for him on the gift, but 4 dead there in the side of Clarity, and now we are going to be seeing Dawn of Chaos again lose a little bit of traction. And, oh my god, the scoreboard is genuinely changing. I don't know who is winning. I don't know who is winning. This is awful. We're going to find out at the end of the game who's actually won this, to be fair.
On my perspective, it's been showing 0 points for Dawn of Chaos this entire time. And Clarity, on the other hand, have actually had points show. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to CCLP Money if he's using Deddy host right now. Because this could be a little Deddy issue if he's trying to use Deddy. But if he's not, then we'll see.
We were on 12 hertz the entire game. I don't know why dedicated hosts are finally being used. Yeah.
I just want to know what the players are seeing. If the score is actually flipping around like that for the players too. Because that would be quite horrific.
Look at that. 155 to 0. All of a sudden, Clarity have just traded points there for Dawn of Chaos. I'm very confused. It's just not. It's not making much sense. But the game itself is being played so far fairly well. You're seeing Dawn of Chaos break from the back right now to get P2 secure. But Clarity are going to contest for this last 30 here. Remarks right now, of course, will run into a couple bodies. But again, he knows that Blue needs to be controlled. He will find one there. Breaks are still coming in from P5. And we are going to be seeing what appears to be a very comfortable Remarks find some players in the right places at the right time, Chase.
Yeah, Remarks definitely one of those players on the side of Clarity that's finding his comfort now later than never. And but Frosty and Invictus both leading the charge there. Invictus with a massive 18-9 KD ratio right now.
Ooh.
Best in the lobby by a mile, making that 20-9 as he's on his 3-kill streak here, trying to grow that one. And it's only going to bloom larger until he dies. And Lucid on the hill now with his 3, trying to claw up there with Remarks. But on the other side, on the flip side, you got Dawn, who have been really grinding this one out. I'm not quite sure what their actual score is, because on my side of things, it's been showing Clarity score only, so that's 204. But Dawn definitely not out, as Chronix and Level both putting in a lot of work here. Unfortunately, Thor getting a team kill on Mezzy there is gonna sniff something stinky in the air there, as Dawn's just absolutely mucking it. As Clarity, they're pre-rotated and they're pre-set up, and Level in the back to maybe try to do some pre-damage, but not really. He's just gonna get absolutely contained and absolutely collapse.
A lot of pre in there, Chase.
That's going to be a massive 2-piece by Money. Way to go. And that's Clarity continuing to grow their lead and even maybe finishing off the map in 25 seconds.
That's if it actually is counted, to be fair, because I'm pretty sure that Clarity have been ahead this entire time, but God himself keeps changing the scoreboard, so, you know, the big man's doing very well for himself. As far as it goes, though, Dawn of Chaos right now are actually causing a little bit of chaos right now inside of this P3. Clarity now really taking it again. They actually are getting a lot of these scrap 20s and 30s, but... you know, it really is just down. It really is just sort of figuring out who's doing what and who's doing where. I can't tell who physically is winning this game because the scoreboard itself is changing. This is a multi-million-dollar game. I'd say probably even $1 billion game if you really want to stretch numbers. And the scoreboards in comp don't even work. But Clarity have won by 115 to 250.
No.
1 sec.
Hey, you know what? Maybe it will show it if we go to the stat sheet after, the stat board after.
Clarity have won 250.
I see that too.
They won 250
but-
to 0. I'm looking it up on stream. Look at this, 250 to 0. This really is not working.
Okay, so now it's showing the proper one on my end, and it's saying 250 to 115. So that's the
Right.
final score line, actually.
Okay,
250
perfect.
to 115.
And that's the clarity.
And looking across the scoreboard, you're looking at time, you're looking at kills. Without a doubt, who do you think is that player of the map for clarity in this opening?
Invictus was really good. He was very, very stiff.
Invictus?
Very stiff. He wasn't really throwing his life away too much. He was sort of getting 3-4 pieces and then lowering his engagements just to find a new position. So I was quite happy with that.
Yep, definitely Invictus. He can get my vote as well for the player of the map. But you know, massive shout out to Lucid for 3 minutes of hill time on this one.
3 minutes.
That's probably a record in the ALG league for
Ain't
sure.
getting up, is it? That's pretty good.
You know, 15 kills, 11 deaths, still went positive with 3 minutes of hill time. He practically just sucked the sack for 3 minutes and just practically, he got fed to him. He got like mama bird to baby bird, just like the rest of his team just like fed him the win while he just sat there, just enjoying the spoils of his team's gunfight wins across the map. And we will bring you some more gunfight wins in a search and destroy coming up next, map number 2, shortly as we get that one loaded up.
And welcome back. Now, of course, map 1, a nice and very comfortable 250-115 win for Clarity. We were seeing more or less a bit of a weird conundrum though, because of course the game is broken. It wasn't us. It wasn't my Elgato messing up. It was actually just the scoreboard itself in game. Season 6 is still buggy, so a few updates will be coming out. But Clarity there, masterful performance. Invictus again being very comfortable on the sticks. Wasn't too bad. But then again, we are going to be heading into the exact same map chase. Dare I say it's going to be a Petrograd S&D.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how things sort of go as we jump into this Petrograd back-to-back. And then following that, if we do get the extension to 4 or 5 maps, we'll be seeing a back-to-back Hackney. We are going to be jumping into the gameplay of this St. Petrograd, and I think if I stand correctly with the standings for these teams and how they're doing, the better S&D side has been Dawn so far. So I'll take them to maybe even out the series.
Then again, Dawn themselves are a little bit better when it comes to the side. The setup, though, of course, is a very good one. It's going to be a massive claw pinch. Everyone is going to be clustered in Clarity. You're going to be Dawn Chaos, they get more positioning, and then they get more coverage. So the chance of them winning these gunfights is very high. Although Clarity themselves can't seem to get much coverage across A and B. They're sort of bundled in the middle. Bomb is actually really high. You don't want to be seeing that chase at all.
Was that a little yawn there, Chief?
Yeah, I'm knackered.
Of course you are. And but you know who isn't knackered? It's Dawn of Chaos's is it's Dawn of Chaos's level, who was able to get one of the opening kills there for his team, if not the first blood in that one. And Mezzy wide awake with 2 kills for himself as well to open out this first round of this first S&D map of the series.
Yeah, Chase, do you want to know a fun fact
Dawn
as
of
well?
Chaos.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Dawn of Chaos taking the first round.
Yeah, first round.
But it glitched it out and said that Clarity won it.
It's alright. Now, Chase, do you want to know a fun fact about this first round here for Mezzy?
Oh, what's the fun
Mezzy
fact?
got more kills in 1 round than you did 7.
Hey.
Now, what does it say about you? You're KGK's biggest signing. And you've got
Hey,
1
know
kill
what?
in effectual S&D. What's that, mate?
Hey, I got 1 kill in the opening round, Thor, and no, I'm just gonna stop there. I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. As right now, it actually is Dawn of Chaos in the lead, 1-0. For some reason, the overlays are bugged within Call of Duty for codcasters. So, folks, if you're tuning in a bit late here, yeah, and you missed the first one, yeah, like that's gonna happen quite often in this series. But Connie, give us this action right now, as it looks like both these teams are sort of posturing around the middle of the map for some sort of, I don't know.
They were indeed trying to get some coverage there on the A-bomb site. The mid-map, of course, would be a little route for them to actually try and get through. But again, you are seeing what appears to be... Oh, Doc actually got that one. Okay, so now I'm guessing it's going to be 2-0 to Doc. Okay, that's good. I'm keeping up with it right now because, again, I can't really comment as to who's winning it. This game, Chase, is just so broken. It is physically broken.
Yep. Like my DS on my birthday when I was a child.
No, that's really unfortunate. I couldn't lie to you.
Yeah. But my mom was really nice and she bought me a new one on my birthday too.
Oh, well, I can't really relate to
But
that.
you know who Clarity's going to want to buy something more than a DS here. They're going to want to buy themselves a round win at some point in this series, as Dawn of Chaos is just absolutely smoking them so far. Snipers and Frosty just absolutely not touching nothing. He's more frozen than his sniper, as and his opponents, as Dawn of Chaos definitely look a lot more warmed up in this one than they did in that hard point to begin with.
Dawn of Chaos, though, are going
That's
to
gonna
take
be-
a very comfortable 3-0 lead. There we go, that's the correct storyline right there. But again, we're going to be seeing, like you said, Dawn of Chaos are the better S&D team here, Chase.
Oh yeah, but they only have 2 S&D wins, and Clarity have 1, and it was a 3-0 against a not very practiced team.
A very practiced team. I mean, listen, we gave Clarity a run for their money last week, but so far, Dawn of Chaos, of course, are starting to show some serious class in the S&D. The only way they're going to do that right now,
You
of
know,
course.
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, they're actually bundled towards there right now. Remarks can get some serious positioning right here. Okay, 5-4 right out in the small room, 2 behind the smoke, though, of course. I think Remarks is a bit exposed here, I won't lie to you. And again, the pre-fire will not pay off because 4 is still got positioning there. The stun will go down. The stun has gone down. That's fantastic there from them. Information, of course, will go through. But, you know, Dawn of Chaos right now, Chase, they're sort of struggling a little bit. They're sort of seeming a little bit stiff at the moment. The van to the left of Remarks could be a serious issue for him, but again, he dies now, of course, making it a 3v3.
Jeez.
Bomb still in hand.
Of course.
Yep, make it now a 3v2. Clarity, of course, for getting these bloods right now. It's seriously powerful. And, oh, would you look at that? You've got Frosty and Lucid versus Zeph and 4. God of Thunder right now. He's going to drop right now to, he dropped right there to Frosty. Again, Lucid right now has got to pull it out of the bag here to make sure that Zeph can get taken down as well. And Zeph right down to 1v2. Would he get it? No, he won't. Clarity gets a round back right there, Chase.
Wow, that's that was quite a fiesta of a round over by that A bomb site there. Wow. Seeing that seeing the way Remarks got taken out too, very unfortunate for him, just super exposed, like my nan in the hot tub, just not in a good position at all. And the rest of that Dawn, the Clarity side, were able to capitalize on a lot of little mistakes. I believe most of them being positional mistakes. And then that kind of cost the gunfight over to Clarity in most of the occasions. As at the end there, it was a well-played 2 versus 1 situation. And now we're in a 5 versus 5, though, to open out this next round. This is round number 5 of this Search and Destroy, with Dawn of Chaos still ahead 3-1. Even though the scoreline suggests otherwise, unfortunately, scoreline is wrong on the overlay. And but you know what's going to be wrong would be my prediction of Dawn Chaos winning 6-0 last round is unfortunately Clarity able to snuff that one out. And let's see if Clarity can snuff out any players to start off this round with maybe a nice first blood, as 50 seconds still left in the clock for either of these teams to plant that bomb. More importantly, Clarity to plant that bomb because they're the ones with it. As it looks like they're gonna posture to play it over to A, as a lot of time passed by and a lot of Dawn players actually moved over to B side by water. And 2 massive gunfights are going to get one in by A. That was super important to really hold and stun that charge that Clarity was going to start pushing through with. And that's going to be Dawn of Chaos now finding themselves in a rather lucky and fortunate position here in the 1 versus 3 and turning it into the round win for themselves and putting themselves into that 4-1 round situation.
Well, again, Podcast are showing a serious excellence in the in the S&D. We are, of course, not going to comment on Clarity. They're currently 4-1 down. Need to hit a re-game button, but again, Petrograd is one of those match 3 that tends to kick off on. Now, of course, as this game decides to, figure itself out, we're going to be really figuring out what's going on, because I don't know. Like, this is broken. I can't get over the fact that the game chase is not... Whoa, okay, never mind. Menzi just hit a massive little snipe there. Remark stopping right there like a fly. And again, you're going to be seeing what appears to be a very, very good match there from 4 as well, 9-4. But Money and Chronics haven't killed anything yet. Maybe it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, but Frosty and Mezzy can enter the sniper battle right now. Frosty, of course, with low position, will find it harder to hit Mezzy. But again, Mezzy just needs to peek a little bit here and play it right. As far as it goes, though, player push up here on the front. That's going to be CCLP Money. He can get a nice little 2-piece here if he plays his corners and his timing correctly. But then again, players right now are not going to see him. He's literally just behind that door. He literally just needs to poke his head around, and there you go. CCLP Money has got his free kill, but then again, Frosty finds one right there. Information is not going to go down. Now going to be a 4v3, and a little peek right there. A-bomb is going to get taken over, of course, by the side of Dawn of Chaos, but then again, now make it a 2v4. You don't fancy it right now, make it a 1v4. Level change right there. He will not get that. 7-2 right now. Now going to get 7-3. He dips and dives and docks and dodges, but again, not going to happen. Clarity, make it 2-4.
You see, a famous movie once told me, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Well, he might have been able to dodge a few wrenches, but he just could not dodge enough bullets in this situation, as he was absolutely smashed to pieces.
The film was Dodgeball, by the way.
It was Dodgeball.
I watched that too. It was a good
film. You
film.
enjoyed that, didn't
I love Dodgeball.
Of course it was. Well, I would call you Cotton, but then that would be stretching the film reference. As we're gonna go on into this next round of the Search and Destroy, and Frosty snipes out Thor before Level is gonna get a kill on Frosty right back with his sniper, shooting him in between the eyes, taking him out, not just for dinner, but with dessert as well. As Mezzy now gonna get a nice kill on Invictus and put Dawn of Chaos in a 4 versus 2 situation. You gotta like this one. It's not so fun at parties when the ratio's like that for men to women, but you know how it is. This is a great position definitely for Dawn of Chaos to try and get themselves another round in the Search and Destroy that they need to win to tie things up in this series 1-1.
Well, that is the point right now. Bomb down, of course, in hand. Going to be, of course, okay, very close, but unfortunately knows the guy. The Dawn of Chaos make it a lovely 5-2 lead. Clarity just not looking as great in the S&D as before. Even scoreline aside, they're currently 0-4, Chase.
They're not actually 0-4.
I know, it's 2-5, but I like to point out the game's broken. The game's broken.
Yep. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, Mezzy getting a nice kill at the end to close things out, to solidify the round for his team. And now Can he help his team solidify the map and get us out of this St. Petrograd horror that we've seen 2 maps in a row and into something a lot more, I like to say, entertaining in a Hackney Yard domination? Wouldn't you like to say that, Connie?
I'm not casting a Hackney Yard domination if the game's broken. I'll tell you why. We need to watch the score every 15 seconds to watch ticks. If I see someone go 230-0, how can I commentate domination? Physically, how can I even commentate it? Or do you want a KGK repeat? Because, I don't know. It really is not worth it at the moment, Chase. At the moment. It's very broken. Very busted.
Well, you know what's been worth it? And that's been CCLP's LP Money's flank through water, as he was able to take out the sniper and levels hiding up top of Pool House. And that's going to be a 3 versus 2. Make that a 3 versus 2 after a 3 versus 3. And it's going to be Dawn of Chaos's bomb carrier just playing in a weird position over by Blue. Gonna look to take out CCLP Money, who is chilling over by that car. And then Dawn are able to win their last gunfights. Wow, what a closeout. That's 6-2 in the scoreline to end things here. As the game, unfortunately, yes, hey Rambo, it is broken, in fact. And yeah, just kind of like Clarity's win streak in this series, it's been broken as well. As we're going to see ourselves in a 1-to-1 map situation going into that domination. And we will get you guys that score as well and the player of the map to boot. I believe the player of the map is who would you say for that one? I would definitely want to say Mezzy, but Thor, oh my lord, 11-6.
Probably 4. Probably 4. So it's going to be.
Thor, definitely. Lifted more than just the hammer.
Just lifted his hearts, really. As far as it goes, though, Chase, I mean, cut to a very quick ad break. We're going to discuss what's going on with the broadcast and potentially whether or not we have to cancel it, because it's impossible to actually cast this game. We have no idea what's going on physically. But we'll be back in a second. Take 5 minutes, grab some coffee. We'll see you shortly. we bring you here very, very abruptly and unfortunately to inform you all that this series is going to have to be finished up right now. My PlayStation currently is physically fried. It's not working. It's not allowing me to produce to the level that I'm very happy with. But Chase is going to be sitting in and keeping you updated on the scores and the match as it progresses. Again, I'm very sorry on behalf of Velogy this has happened, but it is out of my hands, and PlayStation itself is not treating me nice tonight. But thank you all for watching it tonight. Hopefully tomorrow it sorts itself out. We've got a double header coming up, and it's going to be quite a nice and late one. We'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Much love to